All right, so tonight we're wading into the, let's say, the less glamorous side of internet fame. The folks who are maybe a little too thirsty for those clicks and donations.
The ones who haven't quite grasped that infamy isn't really the same as, actual success.
Exactly. And tonight's subject, well, he's a prime example. Aaron Imholte, former small market radio guy, current basement streamer. You know the type.
We know the type. And we've got the receipts, the screenshots,
The whole digital dumpster fire.
Precisely. This isn't just a quick glance at his Twitter feed. We've gone full on,
Kiwi Farms level deep dive.
You could say that. So for anyone out there who hasn't encountered this gem, let's start with the backstory. Our boy Aaron, he had a real job once upon a time.
Local radio. The kind where you can practically smell the stale coffee and desperation through the airwaves.
Right. He worked his way up to a gig at Rockin' 101. They even let him call his show the Steel Toe Morning Show. Real blue-collar, relatable stuff.
So it all went, shall we say, sideways back in 2020.
Yeah, this wasn't just your average on-air rant. He went after another radio host, someone who'd gotten a job he wanted. And not in a, good luck with the new gig kind of way.
More like a, I'm going to sick my listeners on you and try to get you fired kind of way. We've actually got the audio of this meltdown. It's something else.
Oh, it's a masterpiece of self-destruction. Buckle up, folks.
Yikes. Even for the internet, that's rough.
Yeah, Toxic doesn't even begin to cover it. Rockin' 101 showed him the door pretty quickly after that.
Shocking, I know.
So, what's a disgraced radio host with a fragile ego to do?
Well, if you're Aaron Imholte, you double down on the delusion and drag your show onto the internet.
He resurrected the Steel Toe Morning Show, bless his heart, streaming it on whatever platform would have him. But here's the kicker. He's still clinging to this image of his radio days.
Like he's convinced he's just one viral moment away from getting his own syndicated show and a sponsorship deal with Big O Tires or something.
And the visual is almost too perfect. He's broadcasting from his basement, right? But in the background, there's this framed photo of him from his Rockin' 101 days. It's chef's kiss.
It's like a museum exhibit dedicated to a career that never actually was. So what exactly is the content of this resurrected Steel Toe Morning Show? Paint us a picture.
Imagine if you took oversharing, random article rants, desperate attempts to get involved in internet drama, and then, just for good measure, you sprinkled in a healthy dose of begging for money.
Ah, yes, the lifeblood of the washed-up internet personality.
Yeah.
Got to keep those lights on somehow.
And he's not just begging on one platform. Oh no, this is a multi-platform operation. He's got it down to a science. Setting donation goals, threatening to end the stream early if he doesn't meet them.
Hold the show hostage for cash. Bold strategy, cotton, let's see if it pays off.
It's actually kind of amazing. And then he complains about the platforms taking their cut of his hard-earned donations.
The platforms that are providing him with the very means to solicit those donations in the first place. The entitlement is strong with this one.
Oh, it gets even better. You want to hear him lose his mind over people donating through Twitch's Hype Train feature? Because apparently that's not the way he wants to get paid.
Let's hear it. Wow. Someone needs an app and a reality check.
Biting the hand that feeds, folks. Biting the hand that feeds.
So speaking of feeding, let's talk about April.
April. Aaron's second wife. For a while, she was his co-host. And their on-air relationship was, well, let's just say it was something.
From what I've gathered, it was basically a live stream of their relationship imploding in real time.
It was like watching a slow-motion car crash. You couldn't look away, even though you knew it was going to be bad.
Do you have a particularly memorable example of this on-air tension?
Oh, we've got a gold mine? There's this one clip where they're discussing an article about how couples sleep better after sex.
A study in the Netherlands found that having sex before bed slashed the time it took for men and women to fall asleep by a fifth and boosted sleep quality.
Isn't that the lore?
You didn't know that if you fucked and came that you would fall asleep almost instantly? I thought any woman who's ever taken dick knows that. If a man if a man fucks and a woman goes, so now what do you want to do? And she looks over, he's already asleep.
I don't necessarily buy the women part because I don't typically get sleepy after. But
you're too goddamn worked up.
You do.
Oh man, I am spent.
Oh my God, you don't want to do anything.
I am done. I've put in my work and I am ready to take a nice little nap.
You lost 3 pounds of sweat and cum.
Oh, just sweat and cum pouring out of my body. Now I'm getting a boner. But this was only the case when someone experienced an orgasm, which made men more likely to reap the benefits of pre-sleep sex. Wait a minute. April has herself a nice little orgasm, and she doesn't get tired.
I don't do that every time.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Every single time. Fucking tell people that
Aaron,
in front of them. Every goddamn time.
Every time. I promise.
You understand there's about 5 subreddits right now, and you are not helping me at all? Aaron can't fuck.
You are so... I didn't say that. Women enjoy sex all the time without coming.
Aaron
happens.
can't fuck. April fucking never comes. That's what they're going to say now. Congratulations.
Boy, it looks like I got to move on to some new dick, huh?
Almost every fucking time. And now I'm sitting here getting shit on.
Nobody
Unbelievable.
shit on you. You're losing your mind.
I crush it every time. Yeah, see now, Marquise, Aaron got trash dick and everything
else.
else.
You did this.
No, it's wonderful. Thank you. Now everyone, now look, Aaron, selfish lover, Imholte. Now it's going to be nothing but being mocked and ridiculed because you downplay my sexual abilities.
I'm being manipulated and gaslit so hard
I'm being gaslit.
What the fuck happened?
Johnny says, we know you can fuck, Aaron. Thank you, Johnny. It's nice that somebody says that. I appreciate it. Jeff Jordan, needle dick. Aaron can't fuck. Now we got people calling in. Hey, don't worry, guys. April's not going to defend me on this one. She loves this bit. She likes the attention. Marquise, what's up, buddy? Go ahead, Marquise. Go ahead.
You got all this gusto and you telling me your dick trash, nigga?
Apparently so. You go ahead. Wait. Here, Marquise, ask April and she can go ahead and tell people.
I don't have to defend myself. I never said that.
No. They can ask you about me and you can give your answer. Go ahead.
His dick is trash, April?
No. It's my final answer.
You
no.
married that and his dick is garbage? I don't even want to fuck Aaron anymore. I don't even want to touch him anymore.
I'm sorry.
I'm so fucking disappointed.
It's not that bad. I think he's not that bad. I think you should still want to fuck him.
Oh, no, not that bad. You see that? Even when I'm begging my partner, hey, would you tell them the truth and not bullshit so they can shit on me? She goes, it's not that bad.
Nobody shit on you.
Hey,
wow. All this energy, this
Marquise,
German Viking style energy.
Did you feel like I had been shit on a little bit?
By your own wife?
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking too.
What did I say that was like shitting upon? What happened? Did I black out for a second?
You said he was not. You said he was not bad. You don't say that shit in public. If a motherfucker asks, "Hey, did you have good dick?" You go,
okay.
"Fuck yeah, he clapped my cheeks better than any motherfucker I ever had." That's what you say.
That's all I was looking for.
I thought I'd keep some decorum here, but
wow.
I didn't know we just walked around saying that.
I believe Chad was just handed 5 shows, Marquise.
Oh my God.
Aaron, you definitely found yourself a good one. I will take my leave, sir.
Well, I got to go learn how to fuck, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
All right. Later, buddy.
Apparently, I need to go learn how to be a real woman.
No, it's just amazing that you still won't defend my... You'll let these people...
Are you actually
You'll
mad?
let these people believe I can't fuck. Well, it's humiliating.
No, you can calm down. No, you can rewind the tape. I never said you were bad at sex.
Rob says this is April's humiliation ritual for Aaron.
I never said anything to that effect.
Kane J says Aaron's new nickname, Dick Trash N-word.
I never said that ever. I've never said anything on this show besides how great you are, and anything else is a joke. I thought you were doing a bit for a second. You're actually upset.
I don't joke about my dick. My dick is wonderful.
I'm a little upset if you're not doing a bit right
My
now.
dick is a wonderful
I'm a little
dick.
upset.
Wayne Chambers with $10 says, read a story about a woman who left her husband that got trapped in a sub. She said she didn't text, write, call, not even email. Her quote was, "He is a selfish asshole. I am better now without him." Read a story about her late husband. So he was trapped in the sub, and she was mad that he didn't write. That checks out. I believe that one. I believe that story for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, people are saying you don't come now. They're like,
but
Aaron can't make...
that's not true. They're joking.
Good.
I literally didn't say any of that. A lot of women, all I said, I believe, is that most women don't come every single time. How does that translate to you're not good at sex? You're actually upset?
Just getting shit on, that's all.
You're not getting shit on. Even the chat is having fun with you.
I mean, look, it's
That's insane.
I'm just imagining the shows that hate our show just
Nobody ever said that.
hammering the shit out of me today. I'm really looking forward to seeing those clips. I'm very
You're not going to
excited.
be hammered on. Your own chat is having fun with you, and nobody said you were bad at sex.
Let's see here. Let's take a look real quick. I just got to check one thing. Hold on 1 second there.
This is insane if you're actually upset. I hope you better be
by the way,
fucking with
people are
me.
still fucking with us on the subs thing, too. So there's another thing people are fucking with me on.
Aaron is great at
Wonderful.
sex. I'm going to go pee so he can calm the fuck down.
April said Ben was better. Ben who?
April mentions very casually that Aaron passes out immediately afterwards. While she doesn't.
I'm already cringing. How did Aaron's ego handle that little tidbit of information?
About as well as you'd expect. He launches into this defensive rant, insisting that April has a nice little orgasm every single time. It's painful.
Cringe level.
It's supernova.
And of course, this sparked all sorts of speculation online about Aaron's, shall we say, performance in the bedroom.
This whole incident actually revealed something even weirder. Later on, April kind of let slip that Aaron had been using boner pills early in their relationship, and she had no idea.
Wait, so she thought he was just naturally gifted.
Apparently so, and she only found out the truth because he bragged about it on his radio show.
Because in my experience, boners happen pretty easily.
Yes, they do, but it's always fun to experiment with boner shit.
Why?
I don't know, just
I
to see what
ask
it does
you.
to your boner.
Yeah, but then
Like when Johnny gave me those pills, I took the pills. Did I need them? No.
I was a little offended when I found out you only did that because you had boner pills.
Right, I took some boner pills.
He didn't
and guess
tell
what?
me.
I fucked like a maniac retard. It was
Right.
unbelievable.
But then you ruined my sex life with you for the rest of forever because I didn't know you had boner pills. And I'm like, oh, wow, is this how this guy fucks?
he just fucked 6 times
and
every
then
day.
he never did it again. And I'm like, did I do something?
Your boner doesn't go away. You literally, if you take one of those pills and you don't need them, I'm not kidding, guys. If you've never done it before, you have to keep fucking until it goes away.
Fuck her till she's good and bloody, guys.
You got
Tear her up.
You just gotta hammer it out. Like you're like, we need to fuck again. Why? Because I can't go outside like this.
Can you see it from my way though? Like when the woman, me in this situation, doesn't know the guy, you in this situation, is on boner pills, and you're having a nice.
I wasn't on
sex
boner
day.
pills. I took a boner pill.
Right.
Yeah.
That means you're on a boner pill that day.
Okay.
I didn't know. And but then you set me up that way early on in our sex life, and I'm like, holy shit, I don't know if I can do this anymore, or I really love it. And then you just never do it again.
I have not heard any complaining. And also, do you need to be dick down 6 times in a night?
Need and want. I don't know. It's
All right, then I'm getting my Eroxin.
no, because
Oh, see, you can't win.
No, I'm saying if you're young and you don't need boner shit, don't take the boner shit. I feel like that should be saved for old men.
Even if you're young and don't
because-
need boner shit, you can't fuck 6 times a night. You blow your load and you're just
No,
like, okay, I
what
need
I'm
a little
saying-
warm up time. I need a little, I need to get back in gear.
I feel like when you're young and you can just get a boner by somebody below, like a stiff breeze blew across your penis one day.
As long as the breeze isn't too cold.
Okay. Like, stop using the boner shit because someday your dick's going to get used to that boner shit and now you're not going to be able to get an erection.
You hear that, guys?
You're tearing it up.
April's now the boner pill police. You can't even take one casually to see what it does because you might make them mad. Listen to you.
As a man, if you can get an erection, why do you want to medically stimulate your erections?
I mean, I did it once, and I gotta say, it was for fun.
Didn't you say though when you find
Here's what it was. It was I had a date, and I wanted to make sure that I was in tip-top shape. And so I went, well, Johnny gave me one. If I hadn't already had them, if Johnny hadn't given them to me during a radio show once, I wouldn't have thought about it. I wouldn't have done it. But I was like, you know what? I got something going on tonight. Let's see what happens. Take one of these
So
and
are
see
you
what
saying that Johnny did not give it to you specifically for having sex with me?
I don't believe so. I believe we were talking about something on the show, and then he gave me some Blue Chew stuff, and I had an uncle who got like a blister pack in the mail,
That doesn't sound good with sex
and
pills.
he gave me some.
No blisters.
So I don't know where the rest of my boner pills that people, because it was after.
I know where that pill is.
Really?
Oh yeah, made sure that it's hiding.
Is it your in case of emergency break glass pill? That's why I hid your Flova Scotia.
No, I didn't want to be lied to like that again. That
Wow.
does seem like lying if the woman doesn't know you're doing that.
That shit fucked April up.
Am I
I
wrong?
didn't realize.
You set somebody up like thinking that's just how you have sex. That's pretty weird.
You think that it was just normal that I
I will tell you this
six
much.
times just go into town?
Not for a second did I think that wasn't the case.
Well,
I've had sex before.
Thank you for the compliment. That you thought I was
Haven't
some
you
kind
ever
of
had sex
animal.
all night before?
I mean, yeah, but not every fucking night.
You only did it one time.
Well, recently. Back in my high
I'm
school.
just saying,
back
like,
in the high
there's
school
been
and college
men that,
days.
could go. But it's like you set me up that way. I didn't know. And then I'm listening to Aaron's show one morning, and he's talking to all of you fine people about how he fucked me on a boner pill, and I couldn't have felt more betrayed. I was
Wow.
like, you need a boner pill to have sex with me?
I didn't realize this was
Holy
such
shit.
a problem. Jesus
It
Christ.
really felt almost insulting, like I wasn't sexy enough for you to want to have sex with.
You
or
would think
something.
that the guy, yeah, I fucked her up.
I-
You would think that a guy would get a thank you, but
You did that night.
Laughing Lion says it's like you're lying on your resume. I love this
Yeah.
idea. I love this idea that you got tricked and you're unhappy. Like fucking, I haven't heard any complaining. Thank you
That's
very
not
much.
the point, and I don't ever bring this up. You just brought up the eroxin.
April's
Okay.
April ain't complaining about the dickin' she's getting. Thank you very much.
Right, but when a girl hears that the guy needed a boner pill to have sex with you, that does on some level make her,
Not-
as a female, be like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me.
It's not need. I wanted to.
You never told me about it, though. You told the chat.
Oh my God. These women are just cock whores.
Okay, if you can't see it my way, that's fine.
Laughing Lion says it's like lying on your resume, Aaron.
Yes.
Yeah, Alex Nerio, see, the way April's portraying this is kind of bullshit. He goes, April
Why?
thought you were good at sex. I'm very good at sex.
No, that's not how I'm not portraying it as bullshit. I'm like, you were a real sex guy that night. And I'm like,
I've always been a sex guy.
Aaron, there is a difference between normal sex guy and that sex guy. Quit being
So you want me
insecure.
to be a crazy fucking
No, I
nympho?
don't. I was just saying that felt like a lie that, was given to me.
I think you're trying to balance the line between keeping your class and not sounding like a crazy cock whore, but also feeling lied to and wanting to express that disappointment. Take a sip. If all that's true.
This is truly the gift that keeps on giving. So what happened to April? Did she finally reach her breaking point with this carnival of crazy?
That's where things get even weirder. April vanished from the internet completely, like she just disappeared into thin air. Aaron, of course, insisted that they were still together. Then, out of nowhere, he announces their divorce.
Just like that. Poof. Gone.
Gone. The only trace of her online activity during this time was her karaoke YouTube playlist.
Her karaoke playlist.
Yeah, and the second choices are interesting. Last Flight Out, Sex on Fire, My Immortal. It's like a curated playlist of breakup anthems and songs about betrayal.
Subtlety is not her strong suit.
But it gets deeper. Remember that minor traffic violation April got? 9 miles per hour over the speed limit.
Ah, yes, the notorious speed demon of the Midwest.
Does he fail to show up for her court date?
Did she flee the country to escape the clutches of Aaron Imholte?
We don't know. When a caller asked Aaron about her whereabouts, he had a complete meltdown. Demanded that people chill out on people's personal shit, which, of course, is incredibly hypocritical considering his entire shtick revolves around exploiting his personal life for views.
The irony, it burns.
But here's the kicker. We later found out that Nick Riccietta was supposed to represent April in court.
Mick Riccied, as in the lawyer YouTuber, the one who's always getting into some kind of online drama.
The one and only. And guess what? He didn't show up for the court date either.
This is some real Law and Order level drama.
And that, my friend, is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to unpack here.
Okay, so we've thoroughly established that Aaron's love life is a 5-alarm dumpster fire. But the hits just keep on coming. Turns out this guy also loves to pick fights with other content creators.
Well, I guess when your own life is a content void, you gotta try to steal some shine from the folks who are actually, doing things.
Classic clout chasing. Siphon off some viewers from those who are actually relevant. So who were the lucky winners in Aaron's internet feud lottery?
He aimed high, I'll give him that. Tried to, like, elbow his way into the whole Dabbleverse thing. Even took some swings at Stuttering John.
Going up against Stuttering John, that's like bringing a water pistol to a flamethrower fight.
Exactly, and then he tried to hop on the DSP hate train, even had Review Tech USA on his show as a guest.
It's a bingo card of terrible internet decisions. But from what I've heard, the feud that really takes the cake, the one that reached peak cringe, was with another internet personality, Chad Zumock.
Ah, Chad Zumock. The king of self-destruction, comedian, podcaster, a walking, talking cautionary tale.
So what was the source of the beef between these two titans of terribleness? Why do they hate each other so much?
Their feud was it was a masterpiece of pettiness, really. They were constantly trying to one-up each other with insults, dredging up old dirt, airing each other's dirty laundry, like two toddlers fighting over a moldy juice box.
But this feud, it actually reveals a whole other layer of dysfunction in Aaron's life.
Yeah.
His family drama. Buckle up, folks, because this is where the ride gets bumpy.
So let's start with his first wife, Ashley Maciej. They got married back in 2012, had 2 kids, and then in 2019, while Ashley was pregnant with their 3rd child, Aaron filed for divorce.
Adding insult to injury, eh?
You could say that. There were rumors of infidelity, which, knowing Aaron, is about as surprising as the sun rising in the east. Anyway, Ashley, she seems to be doing pretty well for herself. She's a successful children's book author and, from what we can tell, has a good relationship with Aaron's parents.
Which must drive Aaron absolutely nuts. His own parents prefer his ex-wife over him.
Ouch. Right. And to make matters worse, Chad Zumock, the guy Aaron was feuding with, actually promoted one of Ashley's books on social media.
Oh, that's savage. Chad's playing 4D chess while Aaron's stuck trying to figure out how checkers works.
This sent Aaron into a full-blown paranoia spiral. Became convinced that Ashley was feeding information about him to Chad, started making these cryptic comments on his show about a mysterious figure named Crowder, who he seemed to think was connected to his ex-wife.
Crowder, is this like some kind of internet boogeyman I'm not aware of?
We're not entirely sure who or what Crowder is referring to, but it seems to be some kind of code name for Ashley. And get this, he claimed he received a letter from a lawyer warning him about these comments.
So Ashley was actually paying attention to his ramblings.
Apparently so. There's even speculation that she obtained a harassment restraining order against him.
An HRO. Wow. That's got a sting.
We found some interesting details in his traffic violation records that seem to support this theory. Remember that speeding ticket he got? 9 miles per hour over the limit?
Ah, yes. The infamous Leadfoot strikes again.
Well, on one of those tickets, there's a mention of an active HRO.
The plot thickens.
And wait, there's more. And this is where things get truly disturbing. On air, Aaron admitted that he still has a sex tape with Ashley.
I think I need a shower after hearing that.
It's really baffling how he thinks this is acceptable behavior.
So we've got the failed marriage, the internet feuds, the family drama, the creepy sex tape confession. Is there anything else this guy has done to humiliate himself?
Oh, we're just getting started. You see, Aaron fancies himself a bit of a tough guy. He even tried his hand at amateur boxing.
Oh, please tell me he's terrible at it. Please.
His boxing career is about as successful as his streaming career, which is to say, not at all.
Give me the gory details.
2 bouts, 2 losses. And his first loss, it was pretty brutal. He was knocked out in the first round by a guy named Ronald Buck.
Ouch.
Ronald, bless his heart, uploaded the footage of the fight online with a snarky little comment about how boxing is a real sport and people should, train before stepping into the ring.
Shots fired. I bet Aaron loved that.
I'm sure his ego was bruised, both literally and figuratively.
Okay, this is all gold. But remember that Nick Retta connection we talked about earlier, the whole April court case thing.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other rabbit hole of weirdness.
How did these two even become friends? Did they meet at a How to Ruin Your Life 101 seminar?
It seems they met at a stand-up comedy show that Aaron hosted back in 2023. Yes, you heard that right. He also dabbles in stand-up comedy.
Of course he does.
Anyway, they hit it off, and pretty soon they were practically joined at the hip, streaming together from Nick's house, hanging out in hot tubs, the whole 9 yards.
I'm sensing a story here, and it probably involves a hot tub.
You know it. They did a hot tub stream together with Nick's wife, Kayla. There were rumors of swinging, Nick parading around, shirtless it was, A lot.
I bet the internet had a field day with that one.
Oh, absolutely. And to add another layer of awkwardness, Nick was supposed to be doing Sober January at the time.
So he was breaking his sobriety pledge on camera with Aaron Imholte. That's a choice.
And at one point, Aaron even appeared to grope Nick on air. It was uncomfortable, to say the least.
This just gets weirder and weirder.
And remember Aaron's his signature dish, SpaghettiOs.
How could I forget?
Guess who he was cooking them for?
Don't tell me. Nick Ricciata's kids.
Bingo. He was the designated babysitter and chef for the Ricciata clan. Cans and cans of SpaghettiOs.
He's a disgraced radio host, a failed boxer, and now a glorified babysitter who cooks SpaghettiOs. This guy's a walking, talking punchline.
But here's the thing. This whole Ricciata connection, it backfired on Aaron spectacularly.
How so? Did Nick finally realize he was, hanging out with a human dumpster fire?
Well, Nick Ricciata, he has his fair share of critics. And by associating with him so publicly, Aaron basically inherited all that baggage.
Guilt by association.
Exactly. And to add insult to injury, Nick bailed on April's traffic court case. Just didn't show up.
Wow. That's cold. Even for Nick Ricciata.
It seems he finally realized that being friends with Aaron Imholte was more trouble than it was worth.
So where does that leave Aaron now? Still clinging to this delusion of internet stardom.
Oh, he's still out there streaming, begging for donations, desperately trying to insert himself into any drama he can find.
It's all sad, isn't it? This desperate need for attention.
It is, but it's also incredibly entertaining for those of us who enjoy watching a train wreck in slow motion. It's kind of wild how this guy, he wants to be seen as like this tough guy, this success story, but
reality has other plans.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's almost textbook, right? This whole persona he's crafted online, this desperation for attention.
Oh, look at me, I'm a boxer, tough guy who gets,
Yeah.
knocked out in the first round.
See, I'm a big-time radio personality, broadcasting from his basement, surrounded by empty pizza boxes, and it's almost poetic in a tragic sort of way.
I think we all know someone like that, though.
Right.
That guy who just can't let go of the past, of that image of himself that never really matched up with reality.
And the more things fall apart in his real life, the more he clings to this online persona. It's like a feedback loop of self-destruction.
Remember when he said he couldn't figure out how to use Kiwi Farms?
Oh, man, that was classic. Blamed it on being a millennial boomer. Like, that's even a thing.
Dude can't even take responsibility for, navigating a website. But yeah, he's going to hear about this deep dive.
Oh, absolutely. Someone will slide into his DMs with a screenshot. Guaranteed. He'll be obsessively refreshing his browser, waiting for the hate to roll in.
And then he'll probably go on a rant about how we're all haters, we're all just jealous, blah, 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 which of course will just confirm everything we've said about him.
It's like he's trying to prove us right. A self-fulfilling prophecy of cringe.
Well, I think we've reached the bottom of the Aaron Imholte rabbit hole. We've covered it all. The radio meltdown, the relationship drama, the internet feuds, the family chaos, the boxing career that wasn't, his questionable cooking skills.
And the SpaghettiOs. Let's not forget the SpaghettiOs.
Oh, we could never forget the SpaghettiOs. And hey, listeners, if you're craving more of this digital dumpster fire, you know where to find it. All the links are in the show notes. Do your own deep dive. Explore the depths of this guy's unique brand of chaos.
It's an experience, that's for sure. But fair warning, you might lose a few brain cells along the way.
And hey, for those of you who appreciate a carefully curated collection of internet weirdness, there's a certain website we highly recommend checking out.
It's a treasure trove of cringe, a digital museum of the absurd. If you haven't been there yet, well, you're missing out.
Seriously, it's impressive.
So until next time, folks, stay curious, stay informed, and try not to become the subject of our next deep dive.